Ethiopia is a land of origin for humankind and several globally important crop plants. Teff is one of those crops domesticated by Ethiopians and gifted to the world. It is a tiny grain with enormous agronomic, nutritional, health, and economic benefits. Teff requires very fine and smooth seedbed, which is plowed 2 to 5 times depending on the soil type, weed infestation, and waterlogging, as well as tilling machines. The teff sowing date varies depending on location and soil type. In most teff growing areas of Ethiopia, it is usually sown between the second week of July and early August. Teff can be sown using hand broadcasting or in rows at a spacing of 20 cm between rows. The recommended seed rate for teff in both methods is 10 to 15 kg per hectare. Weed competition in teff causes up to 52% crop losses. One hand weeding at early tree layering stage is ideal and adequate if the weed population is low. However, if weed infestation is high, a second weeding should be done at stem elongation stage. Teff matures between 60 to 150 days depending on the varieties, and its harvesting can be done when the vegetative parts turn to yellowish. Harvesting before the plant gets too dry helps to prevent losses, while late harvesting may lead to heavy losses due to shattering. Harvesting is done using sickles manually or combine harvester on smooth and level fields. Teff threshing is usually done by trampling the harvested teff, either using oxen on a well-prepared threshing ground or mechanically using combines or multi-clove thresher. Cleaning of the threshed grain is done by winnowing using wind and sieves. The grain teff can be stored using various storage containers without any pest damage for planting and consumption purpose for 3 and 5 years respectively. The teff grain color, which ranges from milky white to almost dark brown, are used for grading the grain and dictating the product's color, such as injera and various other pastry and factory products. For marketing purposes, teff grain color can be classified as nech, it means white, kay, it means brown, and sargenya, it means white and brown mixed. Consumers usually buy teff grain of their interests at a farm gate level, in the open market, or from the milling houses. Teff grain can be used for the preparation of traditional Ethiopian dishes like injera, qitta, caccabsa, chumbo, soup, and porridge. Various drinks like arake, tella, it means local beer, borde, and beer, and other products like cake, cookies, waffles, teff penny, teff puffy, teff flakes, and snacks. Injera is made after the grain is ground to flour, mixed with water, and fermented for 2 to 3 days. Its baking can be done using the local mitad, it means a plate made of clay, in the village and small towns, or using machines in the big town and for commercial purposes. Different companies like Mama Injera, Bilos Pastry, and Ture Teff are involving in the production of various products from teff. Besides, Treative also involves in the cleaning, milling, packing, and providing tape and tape products in its own factory for the various local and international markets.